Enjoy the little things in life. For one day, you may look back and realize those were the big things. Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Seema Chhoriya, and I welcome you all to another insightful session on great principles. Joining me in conversation is my very cheerful educator of the day, Dr. Bhavna Chibber. She's principal of Laburnum Public School, Gurugram, Haryana. Welcome to Great Principles, ma'am. We are very excited to know about your journey and your contribution. Let us hear your ideologies, and my viewers are going to gain a lot from this session today.
नमस्कार आप सभी को. Thank you so much, Seema, for giving me this platform of great principles. And I believe I'm just an educator, or foremost, I am a teacher. So I believe that when you start your journey, when you start your career, you don't have to see that, yes, where I will reach. You can't even assume that. So when you start your journey, you start such raw, and you just have that perception in your mind that I have to do when you are young, like you. When I was young, when I was student, that time I just look at my high school teacher, and I just thought that I will be a teacher one day. And till date, if you ask me who I am, then I will say like that I am a teacher who is still learning and contributing and sharing the knowledge, whatever I have learned among my learners, those who are interacting with me or in connection with me. And this is my 25th year of service in this education industry. I'm a computer science teacher. I have seen size change in the curriculum of computer science. I've started teaching something right now which is obsolete, outdated, which you can't even heard of, COBOL, FoxPro, and so on. And then in my last batch, before taking the position of the vice principal in my earlier school, I was teaching PHP, ASP I have taught, Python I taught. So many things I have learned through this. So I always consider that I am an agile life learner. So, and I request and I tried my level best to spread this message that you all have to be a lifelong learner. If you will learn this, that self-learning is the only way to survive in this industry. If you will not learn, unlearn and relearn, you will not be able to be a teacher in future. And
Absolutely, ma'am.
right now I'm heading my school, and before this it's a long journey, so many things. When you will be asking your questions, I will be answering that. Yeah, thank you.
Certainly, ma'am. I think the biggest trait one can have in any profession, not only teaching, is to be a lifelong learner. And once we imbibe this in our students, then we are sure that they are going to gain success in their life. Because when you realize that learning is never ending and you keep on upgrading yourself, there are always so many opportunities just waiting to unveil. So you were telling that it was your teacher who inspired you to be, joining this vocation. So tell me, what were the qualities of your teacher which inspired you to become an educator yourself, and what would be your message to our teachers, how they can be just coping up with the modern age students? Like you said, you have seen the seaside changes in computer, but there is so many changes all around in the thought process, in the generation, and how we teach, educate, what we should educate. So there are so many things. So please, ma'am, enlighten us.
Before I start, Seema, I just want to say one thing to you. Anybody can educate. I'm repeating this line. Anybody can educate you, but everyone can't teach you. So this is very important line, and that is the reason the teachers are always remembered. I believe, Seema, you also remember your teacher. Maybe one or two, those who are very closely connected with you. This is what I have learned from my teacher, Miss Rohini. She had a very special style. She had a connection with all the students. Means each and everyone was thinking that ma'am is talking to me only. So this is what is called, this is skill is called attachment with your pupil. So that is what which I have developed in my personal and professional journey, and which I learned from her, and I added this skill, and that's why I feel like that yes, teachers plays an important role in the life of a child. Now, as you know, there are n number of things which is happening. So many things. We all have gone through a very difficult phase wherein all the teachers were supposed to go for online, being the in resource person with NCRT, CBSE. I myself have given n number of trainings during this tenure. Still, I'm doing so, and I have taught all the teachers that it's not the online or offline. When you were offline, there were few students, those who were backbenchers, they were not ready to listen to you. So you tried, you use your innovative pedagogies, your innovative methodologies to have the kind of a connection with them. So this is what you have to build during online. You have to work on your lesson planning, you have to work on your strategies, that so that the child who is sitting in online class should have a better connect with you. And you, I just tell you one thing, Seema, what I have observed, that online classes give you the more advantage to address differentiated learning. For example, if I am teaching in class 3, that measurement, and for that reason I'm taking your class, you are class 3 student, and I'm just introducing this. So I'm just telling that you have to measure this table with the hand span. So now I am giving you one instruction which my student, I have to look each and every child. So here you can take care of differentiated instruction very, very closely, and you can just have the inclusive education also, because all the students are connected at one platform, and the can record it. Teacher can record and observe that who was not listening to me, who were not present at that time, so they can do the research and then follow some kind of a steps or some kind of a strategies which can have more engagement of learner. So this is way we should proceed. And you know, this time has taught us that you should be always ready for any uncertainty in your life. I just uh, और हम बदल भी जाते हैं. I just say one liner here. हालात, किस्मत, इंसान और जिंदगी वक्त के साथ साथ सब बदल जाते हैं. तो 2020 में हम वैसे हो गए, 2022 जब आप आया तो हम सब वापस ऑफलाइन में आ गए. तो हम अपने आप को कोई भी परिस्थिति में, that is what we are trying to teach. Adaptability, flexibility, these are the life skills we need to teach our students at very initial stage. Thank you. I hope I have answered your questions, Seema.
Certainly, ma'am. Yeah, and I think, you rightly said that we all remember the teachers in our life. And yes, I too owe a lot to my teachers, whatever, wherever I am. There is so much that I've learned, even from my schooling, even when I was very little, what they taught, how they taught me to present myself. So there is so much things that we learn from our teachers. And yes, we do remember them. And this is the impression they create. And again, ma'am, you also talked about the pandemic thing, so yes, pandemic taught us a lot. And we all humans, when there is no choice, then we adapt quickly. And adaptability is something that this pandemic has taught us, and we are in turn teaching our children also this. So these are some wonderful takeaways that, we need to teach our children to be ready to face any kind of situation. And I think that is the reason that we educate our children, right? So, talking about the education and the pandemic, I have one more question for you here. That, education is not only about literacy. हम सब पढ़ना लिखना तो सीख लेते हैं, but education का मतलब is far more behind it. Every literate person need not be educated. So there are so many things about it. इसका education का हमारे रोज के लाइफस्टाइल से, हमारे आजू बाजू लोगों के साथ में जो हमारा बिहेवियर है, हाउ ह्यूमन वी आर, इन सब से भी बहुत बड़ा इम्पैक्ट होता है। तो आई विल लाइक टू आस्क यू मैम, हम अपने बच्चों को कैसे कोच करें कि वो बहुत ज़्यादा ह्यूमैनिटेरियन अप्रोच अपनी लाइफ में अडॉप्ट करें? बिकॉज़ हमने पैंडेमिक में देखा कि कितनी ज़रूरत है एम्पैथी की, to feel for one another, to stand together, to be a more civilized generation. So what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, Sima, it's a very important question. That is what NEP first line says: holistic development, 360 development degree development of the learner. This is the main crux of the new education policy, that we need to work on this. And there, right now, everybody is talking about skills. We need to work on, we need to, and that is what my motto is. मैं सबको कहती हूँ कि मैं आपको साक्षर भी कर रही हूँ, समर्थ भी कर रही हूँ, और सक्षम भी कर रही हूँ। अगर आप साक्षर हो गए और आप में समर्थता नहीं है, और आप उस चीज को समर्थ भी हो गए बट आप उसको करने में सक्षम नहीं है, लेट मी गिव एन एग्जाम्पल। अगर हमने बच्चे को कार ड्राइविंग सिखा दी, हमने उसको साक्षर कर दिया, हमने उसको साक्षर करने के बाद उसको ये दे दिया कि ये कार है, ये चाबी है, अब आप इसको चलाइए, यानी कि हमने उसको साक्षर भी किया और हमने उसको समर्थ भी कर दिया। अब अगर बच्चा उसको सक्षम नहीं है, वो डर रहा है, वो चला नहीं पा रहा, वो कह रहा है कि नहीं मैं नहीं कर सकता, या काइंड ऑफ अगर वो जाके थोड़ा सा आगे जाके एक बार उसका एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है या वो घबरा जाता है, तो वो सक्षम नहीं है। तो आपको बच्चे को गाड़ी की चाबी, गाड़ी, वो हौसला, वो तकनीक, हर चीज देनी है। So you have to build the capability among the learners. And universal human values like empathy, ability to withstand, then physical and mental stress, ability to take initiatives, ability to decide what should not to be a part of the decision. This is also very important. Then I believe teamwork, management, how to manage time management, stress management, all these skills has to be taught to the learners, because this around 15 years of a life, of anybody's life, they spend in the school. This is the primary level of education. You can say it's the elementary level of the education, wherein a child, then the second stage come the secondary level, that is your higher education, and then the third level when the child is going for a job. So there are three stages when you are learning. So the most of the time you are spending in your higher education, school, 15 years of your life. So for that reason, the teachers need to have innovative pedagogies like project based learning. These are the student centered pedagogies or methodologies wherein the students are going to learn all these life skills without any effort of any teacher. You can't plan like this, सीमा, अरे नहीं मुझे आज जो लेसन बनाना है वो सिर्फ एम्पैथी बढ़ाने के लिए बनाना है. You know, we don't have so much of time, we don't have so much of teaching hours. So we need to teach our core subjects which are revolving around all these skills. So for this reason, our lesson planning should be very strong, as well as the teacher should be the role of the teacher is here as a counselor also, because she need to understand, she need to think about when she is designing the lesson plan about the work model, that yes, my child, they are auditory, they the more learners in my class are auditory, so I need to have some audio class also. So all this research she has to do and she has to work accordingly. Then only she will be able to teach all these project based learning, activity based learning, all these innovative, I believe everyone is aware of now. So blended learning, all these innovative student centered strategies or methodologies, whatever you can say, are helpful in building all these skills. And this is one more thing I would like to add: physical education and art integration. This also, and ICT is always a part of, uh, you just have to integrate ICT in your curriculum. Like that, this is what new education policy talk about, that you have to integrate ICT in all your subject. You have to approach your classes in interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary approach. So this is how we need to proceed further. I hope I have answered your question.
So, certainly, ma'am, but hearing you, I was just thinking how much onus lies on our teachers. There is so much that they need to do. So, I would like to know from you, what are our school leaders, and what are the strategies that you are adopting at your school also, so that we ensure that our teachers are emotionally, we are taking care of their emotional well-being as well.
Being a teacher or
Ma'am, being a school leader. Yeah.
being a school leader. Okay. So for the emotional well-being of the my team or my teachers, the steps we are providing them that atmosphere which help them to work effectively. Now let me tell you one thing. I don't want my teachers to waste time. Say for example, there is a timetable which you have to create. So this is there is a systematic approach, and there are a number of softwares which are available. So for that reason, I will not waste the time and energy of my teacher to create that timetable. We have software, we have ERP, so we will generate timetables. We just have to give the names and the number of the periods, and the timetable will be ready. So what my strategy is to give them the ease or give them the comfort to work, and don't waste their time. They should not waste their time in all these job where there is no creativity. I just want them to sit together, have discussion with their HODs, and plan something creative for my students, for my learners. All these mundane jobs can be taken care by using one good ERP system. You just have to have a good system in process, then all these things will be taken care of. Then we try to have some small short trips also, so that they can rejuvenate themselves. And this is how we try to build that kind of a team wherein they will, I always quote them that you all are my warriors. So I'm planning, I have a vision for sure, but I'm not in the classroom. It's you only who are the who are responsible for all your classroom transitions. So for that reason, you are the front warriors. ये वो सिपाही हैं जो जाकर फील्ड में, मैदान में लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं. अगर सिपाही जरा सा भी कमजोर होगा तो हार ही जाएंगे ना हम. So
Right.
I always tell them कि you build your strength wherever. You just try to have your own. We focus on being a trainer. I know that it is very much essential for have the continuous professional development. So I myself conduct training sessions for them time to time, as well as I call professionals also for them subject specific specially, so that they can get a grooming well. They should be well informed and well groomed for that reason, because they need to take care of the future, because those who are there with them as a learner, they are our future citizen. If they will not give them the proper information, proper knowledge, then we will be we will suffer for that reason. So we try to give them complete environment, and we try to build their personality so that they accept the challenge, and they solve it. This is what we need to build in our teachers first. All these life skills which we talk about, 6 C's: creativity, critical thinking, communication, collaboration. Because
Collaboration.
in my team, I want my teachers to have to be with me as a strong pillars of the organization, so that we all can together, we will, we can. That is the motto. Yeah.
Certainly, ma'am. Very well explained that teachers are the real assets of any institute, and we need to ensure that they are not overloaded with the task, which can be taken care very well by the help of the technology. And you very rightly said that that rejuvenate them, train them. So that is these are the some things which keep on developing our teachers, and when we take care of them, in turn the results are very good. So to all my dear educators out there, ensure that you're following these wonderful advice given by ma'am, and ensure that your team is taken well care, so that they can give their 100% and you can find the best results out of it. So moving ahead, ma'am, as you were talking about a lot of training and how to rejuvenate. So these days there are so many network meets and there are so many learning sessions, interacting sessions which are organized, and many guest leaders are attending those. So and many of them are felicitated there. So tell me, are awards and appreciation a step forward for educators with a flair for philanthropy, of course?
Seema, every awards come to me as an additional responsibility for a noble cause towards enriching the academic pursuit of my students. Being a teacher, this is nothing. I believe that I am doing my job with complete honesty, and it's been 25 years, as I already stated. So if they appreciate, सीमा, सच ये होता है जब हम छोटे बच्चे भी होते हैं उनको बोलते हैं कि बेटा आप ना ये काम कर लो तो मम्मा टॉफी देगी. So it is like a toffee. So it is like a kind of a reward which help us, which build our strength, and which build that I have to be more committed to my work. I have to be more, I have to give more to the society, and each and every award bring a bundle of, you can say, responsibilities on your shoulder, that yes, now I have to do more. I have to do more. I have to give more. I have a commitment. So my life and all this revolve around the commitment towards the towards my learner, that yes, I am doing good for you, and in that journey, if I'm getting rewarded for that reason, so for that reason I'm thankful to Almighty that He is there, and He's looking at me and just giving me a small reward of recognition. And I'm thankful for that reason to all the institute, those who have given me that reward or award. And I am happy, and I will be contributing like this only.
Very well said, ma'am. Very honest answer here that we all needs that little push. आपने जो example दिया एक छोटे से बच्चे का कि ये करोगे तो तुम्हें टॉफी मिल जाएगी, तो yes, these little small contributions, rewards, recognition, they are like little toffees for us to keep boosting us, and it not only boosts us, and as you said, it sets a benchmark that now you have reached to this level, and now you have to reach to the other another level. So the
Mm.
responsibility also increases. So I think a very
And
honest and
Seema,
a very
I
simple
just
answer.
forgot to tell that what I do in my institution, that I give an award to the teacher also, teacher of the month, whose work is, there are different parameters, so about leave, work, and everything. So
Mhm.
teacher of the month award has been given every month, so that they also feel that yes, my efforts, my work has been recognized. So this is the one more way where which I can we can just help our teachers and motivate them to do more work.
Yeah.
And
So I think
there are some policies for staff. I believe every school follow that also. We give concessions also to the staff wards, so that is comes in that.
certainly, I mean, these practices do boost the morale of the teachers, and they feel good because they are working really hard. And we
Mm.
have seen how they have come out as the unrecognized warriors during this pandemic. Also, when there was everything was just toppled around, and we were just haywired what to do. So, to all my dear teachers, yes, you all deserve this wonderful recognition practices which ma'am just mentioned, and I hope all the educators replicate this. So, now on the wonderful note of recognizing the teacher, we have reached to the very interesting segment of the show, which is my favorite, and it's called Rapid Fire Round. So, you have to answer in one word or a sentence. Okay.
Okay.
So here goes my first question. What should be the ideal school duration for ideal school hours every day?
6 to 7 hours, depending on which region you are in, and how many working days you have in a week. If it's a 5 hours, 5 days in a week, or 6 days in a week, depending on that.
All right. Coming up to the next question. What type of outdoor activities fascinates you?
Me,
Yeah.
I'm a avid traveler, dear. I am. This weekend only, I traveled to Jim Corbett. So, mountaineering, trekking, because there they build my strength, they build my skill to think like a leader. So, I'm an avid traveler, and this builds my strength, and this is what I do during
All
my
right. And we
vacations.
all right. And we also know that you love to sing also. Your hobby is singing too. So would be fortunate enough if we could hear a few lines from you of your favorite song.
Today I have a very bad throat. Uh, I'll just sing one bhajan right now. Um, I believe everyone would love to hear that. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari, He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. पितुमात स्वामी सखा हमारे, पितुमात स्वामी सखा हमारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. Thank you.
Wonderful. Are you a trained singer?
No, beta. No,
Singing
not.
bhajan is very difficult because I think bhajan has so many pitches, high, low, and just I beautifully sung. I mean, you should sing more. All right. Moving to the next question. Name that
Yeah.
educationist whom you look upon for your inspiration, advice, and support.
Professor M. Pant.
All right.
And I believe that whenever I have any doctor, Sri N.M. Bhatia, so I have more. Bhatia ma'am is also there. She is my uh, teacher. When Nair sir is there, so there are n number of educators. Actually, let me tell you, Seema, one very interesting thing. I have blessings from all my gurus. My all gurus still love me so much that the way they used to love me when I was in college, when I was in school, and whenever I had a interaction with them during my job. So all my gurus, they all my mentors, and uh, I still believe that I'm still learning lot of things from them.
It's wonderful, when you have so many people around you, those who are always ready to help you, you're not afraid of just stepping in into anything because if I step wrong, also there are people who will guide me right and everything will be back on the track. So this is the beauty of having these mentors in your life. So moving up to the last question in this segment, are you a movie buff?
No, not at all. No, not at all.
All right.
I feel like that watching TV and movies is waste of time. My kids were after my life on last Sunday. Mama, please go and let's watch Triple R's. There is some movie. I
Yeah,
said, you
RRR,
take
yeah.
money, but I will not go because I feel like that spending. This is what I've learned from my husband. My husband has just uh, whatever means who I am is just because of him because he instilled all these qualities gradually, and he never said no to anything. And whenever I said that I want to learn, I want to do this degree, I had completed my doctorate also. And right now also, I've just recently submit my research paper. I got a certificate yesterday on it's on AI. Previous one was in mixed reality, and I've done my doctorate in IoT. So I keep on doing so many things. So I feel like that when I if I'll go and watch movie, that 2 hours or 2.5 hours will be wasted, wherein those who have created that with that intensity. So it's my way of thinking. That's what I have. So I don't watch any TV, any movie. Yes, I do visit social media because that is the need of an hour. If you are not on all these platforms, then you are nowhere. It's a question of
Yeah,
survival.
yeah, yeah.
So, so for that reason, I keep on updating, but I am not into this. I feel like that it's better to prepare one presentation or read some article, read some book. So I have done my diploma from Finland, wherein I had done the research on how to inculcate reading habits from the very early age of 3 years. So so many things I am trying to. I've done one diploma for entrepreneurship skills from UK. So I keep on
Mm.
learning. It fascinates me. Everybody has their own passion, so it
Right,
doesn't.
right.
I don't look like. When I am, yes, I do sing bhajan or song whenever I feel like, but that too in this premises where I am. That is my home.
So when the world is just sitting in the multiplexes, you are just, adding one more knowledge in your segment, and you're learning more and getting one more degree and diploma there. So to all my dear viewers, this is what ma'am does when we all are watching movies over there. So now coming up to the last question in this segment, since you mentioned that you have a diploma in inculcating early reading habits, so we would like to know from you, आपसे वो एक एडवाइस जानना चाहेंगे जो हमारे पेरेंट्स के लिए है, ताकि वो एक अर्ली एज से रीडिंग हैबिट अपनी फैमिली में, बच्चों में, सब में इनकलकेट करे. आई थिंक रीडिंग इज अ वंडरफुल थिंग फॉर एवरी एज ग्रुप एंड दे मस्ट हैव दिस हैबिट.
I will talk about reading, and I will talk about. See, reading is what हम आज भी आप सुधा मूर्ति की बुक्स पढ़िए, वो सिर्फ दादी और नानी की कहानियां ही हैं जो उस किताब के अंदर बंद है. Earlier, kids used to listen stories. If we categorize all this age group, say 0 to 7, there is one age group, then 7 to 14, then 14 to 21, and then 21 onward. हर एज ग्रुप में अगर मैं बात करती हूँ, हर बच्चे को कोई भी बात उसके तरीके से अगर आप समझाएंगे, इफ यू विल कम्युनिकेट देम वेल, एंड स्टोरी टेलिंग इज द बेस्ट वे, and it starts from reading only. When the child is just 1 year, you just take a book in front of the child and start reading the book. And this I have experimented with my both the kids. They both are good readers. I have every means, as we started with small books, rhyme books, then tinkle. I have all range of tinkles in my house, asterix. So all these comic books are there. So what you have to do, you just have to give them. In one more thing which I have done in my school is that, say for example, I have to read in this reading section, I have to read one book. Say for example, it's a story of a woodcutter. Okay, so I need 40 books in my library, wherein my each and every student of my class will have his or her book, because I want them to read like this. Yes, this is a test or whatever it is. So when you have this, what we say, a kind of a reading wherein sight reading, and the child is automatic, even they don't know alphabet, but once you start reading, they'll start speaking, because till the age of 5, the child has a capability to learn 5 languages at the same time. Or being a leader and being a mother, I have seen so many parents doing. Through your show, I just want to tell my parents that for any child, when you keep them that any given any instructions, हम क्या करते हैं कि बेटा ये खा लो पुलिस वाला आ जाएगा, ये खा लो बाबा आ जाएगा, ये खा लो नहीं तो मैं पापा को बताऊंगी. Fine. So what we are doing, being a parents, हम एक नेगेटिविटी उनके दिमाग में डाल रहे हैं. हम ये भी तो बोल सकते हैं कि बेटा ये ग्राई खा लोगे, आप जैसे ही खाओगे चिड़िया उड़ जाएगी. वेरी सिंपल. आप ये जैसे ही अंदर डालोगे ना, देखना गेट पे कोई आ जाएगा. आप ये जैसे ही अंदर आप खाना खाओगे ना बेटा, और आजकल आई हैव सीन मदर्स की, मेरा आई माई सेल्फ हैव मेट सो मेनी पेरेंट्स. मैम मेरा बच्चा ना तो यूट्यूब खुले बगैर, वीडियो देखे बगैर खाना ही नहीं खा
New age.
रहा. सो अब हमने क्या उसको सॉल्यूशन बनाया. सो एवरी चाइल्ड विल बी हैप्पी when you create that kind of an atmosphere, and then you give them that kind of a comfort wherein they have their own recognition. ओ बेटा आप यहाँ आ गए. इवन इट्स अ चाइल्ड ऑफ एज 5, 7, 9, 10, 12, even for that reason 21 above, they need, they want to share their feelings, they want their own recognition. So for that reason we need to be very very careful about, yes, whatever I am saying to my child, it should be age appropriate. Firstly this is important. And what content, the way I have to communicate, it has to be properly uh, watchful, monitored and everything, so that they
Right.
should have a good connection, being a parent with my word. Because right now the students, स्पेशली अगर आप मुझसे पूछे तो आजकल का जो बच्चा है इस एज ग्रुप का, 11 से लेके 17 का, या दे आर ऑन, दे आर बीटीसी फैंस. अब आप उनको कहते हैं कि आपने तो बिल्कुल नहीं देखना या आप देख नहीं सकते. For this reason you need to talk to them and ask them what is good in that, why you are watching, what is the reason, and if they are watching, let them, because they are learning one language also, whatever
Right.
fascination they have. So you just have to give them, you just have to understand, you have to go down to that age. Don't think from your perspective, just think from your child's perspective. Yes, at this age there are so many biological changes are happening, there are so many physical, biological and then behavioral changes, mental, बहुत सारी चेंजेस हो रहे हैं. तो उसमें
Right.
मैं कैसे बच्चे को सपोर्ट करूं, है ना.
Yeah.
इसके लिए हमें ये थोड़ा सा, आई जस्ट वांट टू शेयर दिस, कि बच्चे को डराए नहीं. एक ये जरूर पेरेंट्स ने, रीडिंग पहले दिन से बच्चा आपका जरूर सुनेगा. आपको बच्चा सुन रहा है, बच्चा सुनता है और बहुत अच्छे से. गुड किड्स आर वेरी गुड ऑब्जर्वर, दे आर ऑब्जर्विंग यू वेरी वेरी माइन्यूटली, how you are, what you are doing. So you just have to inculcate that habit and then create stories. अच्छा बेटा, मैं जब आपकी एज में थी ना, पता है मैं तो ना आम के पेड़ पे चढ़ जाती थी. अब बच्चा पूछेगा मम्मी हमारे यहाँ आम का पेड़ कहाँ है, आम का पेड़ कहाँ होता है. अगर और ज्यादा इंक्रीज,
Right.
अच्छा मम्मी ये आम क्या हमारे घर के पास भी मिलेगा, मम्मी हम आप मुझे दिखाओगे. सो देयर आर एन नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. तो ये इंक्विजिट नेचर जो है, और जो बच्चे क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं सीमा, वो बहुत अच्छे से लर्न कर सकते हैं. दिस इज
Right.
आर्ट ऑफ प्रोबिंग क्वेश्चंस. दिस
Yeah.
इज अगेन अ न्यू स्ट्रैटेजी व्हिच वी फॉलो इन आवर स्कूल, दैट बच्चों को बोलो क्वेश्चन बनाएं. एसएसटी नहीं आती ना पढ़नी, आप क्वेश्चन बना के दो बेटा, आंसर मैं दूंगी. आंसर नहीं लिखना आता,
Right.
आप क्वेश्चन बना दो, आंसर मैं दे दूंगी.
Absolutely. And they love asking questions because they feel that मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछा है, मतलब मम्मा को आंसर आता है कि नहीं, या टीचर को आंसर आता नहीं, कि लेट मी
हाँ,
चेक, एंड देन दे हियर यू बेटर. So ma'am very rightly said that children are the reflection of what we are actually, because we are the one who are their role models. So before correcting themselves, them, I think it's important for us to correct ourselves and set the right example in front of them. So when we do all the things right, automatically it passes on to the children. So very rightly said that if you want them to learn any of the skills, first create that kind of atmosphere. So ma'am, now coming up to the last question of the show, this is called viewers choice question. So since we were talking so much about children and how to set the right example for them, how to set the right tune for them, so I would like to know from you, what is your opinion on nurturing happy children, and how do we accomplish that? Yes, there are so many things that we want them to learn. अभी आप जिस बच्चे को भी देखेंगे ना, वो एक क्लास से दूसरी क्लास, ये हॉबी क्लास, वो हॉबी क्लास, स्पोर्ट्स क्लास, डांस क्लास, सब कर रहा है। बट इन सबके बीच में हम कैसे इंश्योर करें कि साथ ही साथ वो हैप्पी भी है और उसको वो सब कुछ वो अच्छे अपने मन से सीख रहा है?
Seema, it's a very tricky question, and I believe here we need to partner the parents, all the stakeholders. If you talk about as a leader, I always have a discussion with my parents. I talk to them because we need to nurture, and this is called, and we need to give them atmosphere of joyful learning, wherein they are not. My kids are coming to school just with this, कि mama जाना है, school जाना है, नॉट विद दिस नोट कि ओ हो जाना पड़ेगा, मम्मा जबरदस्ती भेज रही है. सो यू नीड टू हैव योर क्लासरूम कॉल्ड हैप्पी क्लासरूम, एंड योर लर्निंग शुड बी जॉयफुल. दिस इज द क्लासरूम सिनेरियो which we are trying to build, and wherein we are partnering with our parents, that you have to give the same atmosphere at your place also. Say for example, if you want to discuss something which is not so important, and which is not to be discussed in front of the child, you should be very mindful regarding it. So many things are there which we need to, so we do parenting sessions for that reason. Positive parenting, how to deal with the stress management. Then we had we do meditation sessions, we did online also, that how to come a well mental wellness, this is also required for that reason. So this is all we are taking care of. And to be healthy, there is no mantra, I believe, and which I am trying to inculcate among my learners as well as my team, in my team, that the first thing which you have to do every day is do self reflection. This is what NEP, again I'm talking about NEP, holistic assessment, सेल्फ असेसमेंट, सेल्फ रिफ्लेक्शन. मैं अक्सर ये लाइन कहती हूँ कि खुद को संभाल कर खर्च करती हूँ दिन भर, क्योंकि हर शाम एक आईना मेरा हिसाब करता है. सो आप जब शाम को रियलाइज करना ये शुरू कर देंगे कि मैंने आज के दिन में क्या पाया, we don't feel the importance. I often quote this in my assemblies and everywhere, कि बेटा जो आज की सुबह हुई है, जो आज की 24 घंटे मिले हैं, उनको वेस्ट मत करो, बिकॉज यू नेवर नो कि कल आपके पास वो होंगे कि नहीं. आज की सुबह और जो चली गई, अब आज की जो सुबह हुई थी 19 अप्रैल 2022, it will not come back. So what I have done in this day, I have to reflect back. What is my learning? Where even I need to rejuvenate. My way is something that I would like to say. Seema want to see one movie or Kapil Sharma's show, but I want to rejuvenate myself by doing meditation. So there is nothing, no harm in it. You have
Right.
to find out your, but you should be you should have that kind of reflection कि मुझे क्या चीज खुशी देगी. Happy parents always have happy child. अगर आप खुश रहेंगे, आपके बच्चे खुश रहेंगे, आपका पूरा परिवार खुश रहेगा. So for being a mother, being a parent, I try whatever difficulties are there in my life, I will not reflect on my face, and I will, whatever things are there, I will give that kind of a atmosphere in my home, that my kids feel confident, yes, and happy, that yes, we are there, my mom is there, who will help me, who will share my problems, who will guide me, and everywhere she is there. So this is what is the key strategy. Because say, for as you already asked me that what are the ideal hours, say the child is there for 6 to 7 hours maximum in a school campus, but rest of the time the child is in the home only. So, for that reason, we need to bring that kind of a culture wherein we need to have a holistic environment for a child to feel them, yes, he is special. Each and every child is special. No child should left behind. In my class, if there are 35 students, so for me 35 students, each and every child is very important. So in our school, we give chance, equal chance, to each and every student to come and speak anything about, say for example, tomorrow we have an inter-house competition. So my each and every student of that house will participate in prelim round. Either he speak one line, two line, three line, but they have to speak. They have to present.
Wonderful. Certainly, ma'am. So I think,
Yeah.
ma'am, very simply, you have put key whatever you want. You need to set the right environment for it, and you need to ensure that that is happening with you also. जैसे कि आपने कहा अगर आप happy parent है तो automatically you will have happy children also.
Yeah.
So I think वो कहते हैं ना he who has begun is half done. So just begin. If you haven't started practicing all these stuff which ma'am has discussed here, or if you are not practicing, then start doing it because it's never late to do the right thing. So thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your thoughts with us. You have given us so much time today, and we discussed and stretched each and every question and such fabulous answer with a lot of takeaways. You have spread so much positivity and encouraged others to deliver everything with a smile. Throughout the answers there was everything. That beautiful smile was there on your face, and it was so cherishing to see you, look at you. It was so refreshing. So thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much, Seema, for calling me and giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts. And I thank to Great Principles platform, and I wish you all to flourish like a blooming tree, wherein there are so many people are connected with you. And I believe whatever proposals you have in your mind in this for this Great Principle platform, uh, all should be a very big hits. So I bless your institution or organization, that yes, you grow more and more and have a good connections and a good, and the way you are spreading this message, that you are connecting with leaders and then you are spreading their knowledge with all the learners across the globe. So I believe this is the best thing which you can have it in this virtual platform, wherein I am at my end, you are at your end, and this is the best use of technology, ICT integrated classroom.
Right. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for the showering your blessings on us, and we all very honored to have you on our show. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, viewers, for watching our show. Thank you so much.